Hello Taurus, I'm Empress Rose and welcome to your reading. These are very general readings, so take what works and leave what doesn't. And I just want to let you know that these cards are all very thoroughly pre-shuffled. It's the one thing I'm a little bit superstitious about, so I make sure they're pre-shuffled and prayed over and prepared for you. All right, Taurus, we're going to start with the Oracle of Mystical Moments deck to give us sort of an overview of what we're looking at. All right. What's a message for Taurus? Most useful message. What's a message for Taurus? What's a useful message for Taurus? What's a message for Taurus? Okay. I haven't gotten that card for a while. All right. I used to get that card all the time. Oh, wow. Okay, so Aries just got this card, this day and night card, this sort of opposites pulling at you, this emotional aspect of self-reflection, this bright aspect of this need to grow. So from your self-reflection, you'll be growing. And there's a push and pull. There's the reflection and reality. There's your internal and your external, and they're sort of your mind is very internal, but your hands are needing to continue to move with the external situation and continue to work. Day and night, sunshine. We have no rain today. This is obviously like happy. Things are feeling good. It says no rain today, but then we've got raindrops anyway. So are you in denial of some of the pain that you're in and some of the self-reflection issues? We just have this lovely calm dance here, the clouds and the sun. Look at this. This is, you know, clouds and sun dancing together. We have moon and sun dancing together. So we have sort of a lot of opposites coming together here and working together. This physical and ethereal, this water and light, this light and dark situation. And then we have the sea witch. And yeah, okay, it says witch, but we have playing with ideas here, imagining situations. This is an imaginative child. She's got a little friend here, a ruby ring, which always just strikes me as so fascinating. She's got sort of some sort of remnant. She's a jelly of a tool here or something. She's playing. She's got her toys, and she's sort of she doesn't really have like the means to propel or go anywhere right now, but she's got a lot of ideas on her mind, and she's playing with ideas and playing with her imagination of what would happen if I did this? What would happen if I did have someplace, some means of transportation, and I could go someplace? Where would I go? What would happen if I did this? What would happen if I did that? And I kind of imagine her, she's playing with ideas. She's playing with sort of deep emotions, deep emotional situations. She is completely submerged in the sea. I mean, this deck has a lot of mermaids and they're all out of the water, but this one is deep within the water and it's not going anywhere. There's sort of a marinating in emotions, understanding the emotions, what they mean, where you can go with them, what would happen, like if you brought this out to reality. A lot of times I feel like our dreams are like that, ways to they're things that our mind brings up and is like, what if it was like this? How would you react? Like, what if it was like that? How would you react? Or what if you know, you lived in this big giant house? Like, what would you feel? What would you think? What if there was like what if there was something? What if you were on a boat or a jet ski? How would you feel? How would you react? And so I think like sometimes our dreams just play with those ideas and maybe prepare us for future situations or future like bring up ideas. So that's what I'm seeing here is like some dreams coming up. We have the day and night. We have just these dreams. I'm almost wondering if they aren't literal dreams that you might like dreams that you have while you're asleep that you might need to be paying attention to, or that you might be playing with. But there's also, you know, our daydreams. I like that. Our daydreams here. What are we thinking about? We have some really happy daydreams. Really happy daydreams I'm seeing of future happiness and future places to go. You're definitely looking, oh my gosh. These are all looking straight out at me, which says to me like very much being in the present moment, being in this moment. And then we have one that's looking towards the future. So they're all looking out at me. Wow. It's kind of like they're all looking out at me. Looking directly at me. It's a very interesting vibe here. You're staring into the present moment. But you're also playing with the future and with dreams. I'm just getting my intuitive vibe off of these now. You're communicating a lot with your eyes. There's a lot of communication in the eyes right now. A lot of like looking for help maybe with your dreams, looking for some guidance with your dreams. There's this real push and pull here though, like a deep emotional situation, and that's also combined with reality. And some part of you is looking towards the future. But what's unusual is there's like 3 suns here, and I kind of see this as a sun shape. There's 3 suns here. There's some dark and light. There's a real play between water and emotion and reality. There's a real like push and pull here. But there's also just a sinking down into the moment. So, all right. Ooh, okay, we're going to move to the Santa Muerte deck, your regular reading after 7 minutes of looking at this real interesting energy here. Okay, Taurus, this is your past, this is your present, this is your internal landscape, this is what blocks you, this is your external landscape, this is your to-do list. This is a possible outcome. Okay, so in your recent past, you've had some sort of epiphany. You've understood something with a lot of clarity all of a sudden. You understood fully. You saw something. It was bright. Look, we've got these beams here still, and we've got these beams in 2 of these. We've got this bright sunshine beaming, bringing some sort of understanding and clarity to you. This is the Epiphany card. In your recent past, you've understood something in a way that you've never understood it before. You've seen it. You've seen something in a whole new light that you've never seen before. In your current situation, you have judgment. So you're currently, there's a calling forward. There is a recalling of the past. There is, this is a celebratory moment where something is coming back to you. Something that was yours, something that you let go of is coming back to you and coming back to your life. And this is a happy moment. We have this whole family here gathered here. We have an angel, again, with beams of light behind this angel. We have this returning and judgment. I mean, we feel like a judgment. Oh, are you judging you? But this is like a reflection on the past, reflection on what happened, under the rightness. And Judgment Day, you know, in the Christian world is actually a resurrection of something. So it looks like there's something that's being resurrected in your life, either a situation or a person. It's time to revisit something. It's time to bring someone forward, and there's some sort of divine timing going on here that's bringing it up, and it's a real joyous occasion. We have basically a child coming back to life, and this grieving family can scarcely contain their joy and happiness at it. So there's something coming back in. This is a triumphant moment. This is a happy moment being called forth in some sort of divine timing situation. We have this King of Cups. We have this internally, you are handling your emotions. This can be like this is sort of a strong presence of someone who is able to handle their emotional liquor. They wear their heart on their sleeve. Why? Because they can, because they're not worried about anything. They're so self-possessed that they can deal with these emotions. These emotions that are on their mind, it doesn't even bother them. This is a male figure who's very in touch with his emotions. So there might be like a strong part of you that's very in touch with this deep. I mean, we have this playing with these emotions, and you can play with your emotions. You're feeling very self-possessed of your emotions, and you're feeling very willing to explore them and look at them because you have a sense of security that they're not going to throw you off. They're not going to toss your life into some sort of crazy abyss. And there's a celebratory feeling here, and it's being caused by this return of some sort of, and this epiphany, this return of some sort of new idea, and you're really handling. It's a very deeply emotional experience for you, and you're able to handle it. Look at you, you're absolutely imbibing of the emotional liquor in your life. There's a lot of happiness, and you can handle it. You can handle this dealing with your emotions. So you're really a master of handling your emotions. You're able to play with them and enjoy them and feel this like happiness and joy, and you're really experiencing it on a deep internal level. What's blocking you is sort of this is a card of, this is the Seven of Swords card, if you're wanting to know that. What's blocking you is, well, there's some painful realizations here of what's gone on in the past and some reflection. And so the situation that you're in, what it's dealing with, this joy this internal joy may not be complete because there are some painful understandings and some realizations. And this is what we're seeing here with this day and night card is this pain mixed with joy. This no rain today card is, there's a lot of pure beaming joy here, but there is rain. There's always going to be rain. So one of the things in this that's part of this situation is this realization of some difficulty, some treachery, possibly something that was unhealthy for you, something that is unhealthy for you, and you haven't quite woken up to it and understood it completely. So you need to come to some sort of full understanding of the painful places that you've been and the painful places that you've experienced. There's a need to look a little bit more into the darkness in order to make the light lighter. And then externally, there's a lot of like not great stuff, but you're feeling good, but in the midst of some really painful situations. This is possibly one of the more difficult. This is the most difficult in the deck. This is the Five of Swords. So another sword. You have a lot of ideas and a lot of communications here. So this is another sword, and it's really, this is a difficult, trapped situation. This is a situation in which you definitely feel trapped. This couple has been chased into this ravine, and then once they get into the ravine, there's this whole other like gang of marauders coming at them. So they're trapped in this ravine. between two very difficult places. And they're going to either have to get creative or accept some losses. So that's when I've had this card personally, it's been having to make just heart-wrenching decisions where there's no good out. And you just have to choose the least bad thing in a situation. So what's going around you is sort of this impossible situation where something's going to have to be sacrificed, you're going to have to make some choice, and you don't like any of your options. And so that's kind of what's going on around you, which is confusing me as to why you're so happy inside and why you're handling your emotions so well. And there's this return, but we have this one looking up at some treachery that's been going on around you, some unhealthy situation. And then we have what's going on around you right now so you need to I think you need to wake up and smell the coffee. There's something in your environment that isn't healthy, isn't good for you, and is kind of difficult. But I mean, and this is super dramatic. So sometimes the tarot can just be a little bit over dramatic. Last week I got one with whoa, lots of traumatic communication coming at you. And it was just a lot of emails and a lot of things to take care of it. And that thing was and 40 million of your best friends died. It wasn't as scary as it was coming across. So this might just be a little bit of a difficult situation where you're gonna, maybe you're gonna lose money one way or the other, and you just need to pick which way which way you prefer to lose your money or something like that. And it's not your whole life savings. It could be your whole life savings, but if that's not happening for you, take it a little more lighter than it looks. And so then in your to-do list, we have this Chariot. We have this swift arrival. Your chariot awaits. You need to go somewhere, maybe just in your mind. But this is your to-do list is to go somewhere, and to go somewhere quickly, to accomplish something, to set out on some sort of new journey. Maybe it's this thing that has told you about, and this epiphany or this idea, it's saying, go for it. You're going to be successful. You're going to be okay. Your chariot, this is a safe travel, safe journey. You have an angel looking over you. You have some sort of protection. This is, look, it's almost like a wedding. It's like the bridesmaids are all there. Your groom is waiting for you. Your chauffeur or your groom or whatever waits for you to join the party, to get going. So this is saying move forward. If you have this idea and you have something, it's time to move forward. It's time to go somewhere. Maybe it's time to stop playing around with these ideas and these emotions and actually get the thing, or just allow life to take you forward into a new place. And then in the future, we have the Two of Pentacles. So this is a card of two things that are bound together, tied together. And there's a kind of this eternal negotiation between the two things. And So the two sides of the butterfly, the two wings of the butterfly, the two people, the two ideas. We have ideas, we have money, we have some sort of exchange of something that's just sort of always being juggled. So this is a card about finding balance. So in your future, oh wow, look, we've got day and night, we've got sun and rain, we've got just this sort of eternal juggling of priorities and tasks and internal and external situations. So this is saying the juggling will go on, and you will have these moments of balance between the day and the night, between the sun and the rain. You'll have these sort of rainbow butterfly moments as we balance out our sun and our rain, our lights and our darks, so that it will come into balance in the future for you. So, all right, Taurus, I hope that was helpful. Please subscribe, and comment, because it helps my little baby channel grow just a little bit more. And so I hope you found this helpful. Have a wonderful week.